Well, hello everybody. Um, so the other day I pulled, well, I've been pulling cards every day. But the other day I pulled this card, Resilience, and strengthen, step up, and support. Now, isn't that quite funny that Resilience is up again for this week, right? So I'm just going to kind of skim through this, and talks about resourcefulness, being very resourceful. Talks about trusting your inner guidance. All right. I know right now, as we're going into April here, I'm not really good at the whole astrology thing. But I do know that we are in a transition again. Of course, we're always in a transition of some sort. And the eclipse, right? So remember that you are a warrior. Okay? You're a warrior. I mean, everything about her, right? You can see red. Let's just talk about the strength in the red. Like, look at, somebody might get mad at me. Who knows? But, you know, they always have that saying about redheads just being firecrackers, right? I mean, yes, we all know they got beautiful hearts. But red, the strength, right? The resilience. Right? Look at that as your root, right? Some people can call that as an orange color as well. I mean, we can go to the sacral, right? So, in the green, you know, with your heart, all these areas are such, you know, like the womb. I mean, every area is so strong, right? I'm going to tell you, I'm being resilient. I think I said this the other day. I know you all are too, because we are in a big transition right now. We got a lot of different energies happening right this second. I got something on my shirt. But let's see. The Ivy Fairy, as a warrior of the Fae, is here to boost your capacity to bounce back. So just know that what you're going through right now is not what you're going to be going through like forever. Okay? It might feel like that right now, but we are going into a transition, and you are going to start finding some strength. I mean, you know, there's 9 is a powerful year this year. Right? I mean, we are in a really powerful year. So this year, you know, we need to dig deep. Let's see. It says about having qualities of endurance, right? We all embrace that. We all have that. Focus on what you can do, not what you cannot do. And that is a really, really, really good message for me as well. Even though I'm still waiting for the sign, I am listening. Okay? Because there's a program I want to do. And I really, really, really want to do it. And I will tell you, by doing this, I will be taking a very big step, and a very, probably the biggest leap of faith I would have ever taken in my life. Even outside of being a mom. I mean, yeah, I could go dark with that one, let me tell you. But I love being a mom. But I mean, actually putting my trust in somebody. I don't put my trust in very many people, and I am really, really, really trying hard to get back into trusting people. Says the Ivy Fairy inspires you to reach out and ask for help. How many of us are just having a really hard time asking for help? I will tell you, I had somebody reach out to me today for help, and I was so happy. Like, I miss this person, and, you know, I always worry about how people are perceiving me. Especially in my husband's, like, that side, of things. But I was so happy that she asked me for help. And, I really, my guides are asking, what do you really need help with? That's just a long list right now. I'll tell you. What do I need help with right now? I need a reading. I need my own reading. No, I need to listen. I need to trust. So far, everything's been pointing in the area of yes to one of my answers about this program I really want to do. There's one more thing that I'm asking for, and that's a visual of something. So we'll see come Sunday. I think I have till Monday to really decide. But it says, do not make it harder than it is. It is time to step up, even if the terrain feels unfamiliar, right? And this is me, the terrain. First of all, just trusting. Cry, honestly. I'm just going to come out here and... So, your personal life is a little... as I'm sure many of ours is. But I don't talk a lot about the personal struggles. I tried to, but all my shit went on Facebook. Not that I think this is much different, but I'm coming at this in a different way now. But I don't necessarily believe that everything has to be hidden. I don't necessarily believe that, like, if somebody's treating me in a manner that I know I deserve to be treated better, I'm not out trying to like talk shit about them by any means. What I do though, if it continues, is I do, since I'm involved in it, I do talk about my part in it. The part that I am having a really hard time with. And that I will not be silent about. That I will not. And I'm just going to be honest. My marriage, I think it might only last on paper, to be honest. I honestly don't see it. After all of these years, 22 years we've been together, almost 23. And I've tried. He says he's tried. I know I've tried. I am one of those people, I love to have affection. I love to talk. I love to enjoy the person that I'm with, having company, doing adventurous things. I enjoy that. I have fun. I want to have fun. That's just who I am. And it came a point where he, like, it doesn't really matter exactly how. Point is that from the time, maybe a month after I met him, 2 months, he began to not tell the truth. And that's carried up until just a few months back, I believe. And I don't think people grasp that the person that's constantly like not telling the truth, they don't grasp the like they still feel that they deserve to have all this respect, and like I'm supposed to look at them in this certain way, or anybody's supposed to look at them in a certain way. And I have a really, really hard time with calling people names. I really, really do. And I try really, really hard. I've always tried hard not to call people names. But I'm not perfect. I can get pretty pissed off, right? But like this affirmation says, I grow stronger and stronger every day. I realized today, don't ask, I'm sure I've thought about some part in this, but I realized today, why am I being loyal to somebody who's not loyal to me? When you are not honest with somebody continuously, you literally, I mean, that's not loyal. That's tearing somebody down. Don't get me wrong. I'm here. I'm still here. So I cannot turn around and say all of this is on him. However, a marriage has not been perfect, and I'll say that. But honestly, up until recently, I would do anything to save my marriage. I mean, anything to save my marriage. I have literally got on my hands and knees and begged him, and I mean begged him to stay with me. To the point where, I cried so hard that up until this last year, I think it was like closer to October, maybe November, somewhere in there, that I finally was able to have a tear. And when I cried around people, I didn't want to cry because I felt like people wanted to, like he never wanted nothing to do with me when I cried, right? And just like most of us when we were younger, crying makes you weak and all these other things. And I come to an understanding for myself that I wasn't worth it. I wasn't worth it to him. And back in October, I left. I left for like 3 weeks. Because our relationship, it got pretty abusive for a while. I'm not saying I didn't push back, as I did. I'm a very big reactor, unfortunately. So, last October, I left for 3 weeks. And this is bothering me. And I came home, and I don't even talk about me just stepping foot in the house, but I came home. And, boy, the way I was treated. Well, you're the one that fucking left. Yeah, I fucking left you. I left you because I was hoping for one time in 20 years that 21, 22 years, that you would want to come after me for a change. I've come after you every single time you've left. I've come after you every single time that we've separated. I've come after you for everything. And people in my family are always telling me, and they're like, because I'm married, that I have to be unhappy. People want to justify what their relationships are like. I'm like, my family does not want me happy. Like, I'm not saying that he does not go to work. I'm not saying that he doesn't do that, but I chose to work, staying at home, taking care of the kids. That's what I chose to do. But that doesn't give him more power over me. But yet, he feels that it does. My family feels that it does. Like there's some sort of loyalty here that I'm supposed to do. And I realized I'm sleeping in bed with my brother. I have not, this is probably too much information, but I have not had sex in 8 years. Come on, people, probably going on 9. He doesn't touch me. He doesn't want to touch me. Nothing. I know some people have said, is he cheating? You know what? If he did, and if he could, let it be. I honestly, I'm at that point now where it doesn't even faze me if he was. But it does make things hard, you know. But this is all going with resilience here. But let me tell you something. It does make things difficult. And somebody asked me, how back, Michelle, if I was being abused, would you want me to stay? No. No, I would not. And it does make things very, very difficult because I have tried to do little ceremonies. I've tried to do this cord cutting. I've tried. Maybe I need to try harder. I'm not sure. Try going in, removing contracts with him. Apparently it doesn't work. I did it with my kids. I removed cords with the kids, the contracts, everything, because I just want them as my kids. I just want them to live their life and enjoy their life. And you know what? I know that I'm their mom, and I'm going to turn around and I'm going to be there when they need me. And they call me when they need me, or they just want to talk about something, or they want to hang out, right? That's the way it's supposed to be. My youngest, not so much. Not so much. Even though I homeschooled him. I think, I gotta stop using that word. I know the reason why they want me to talk about this, because they don't even want me to be in any form of a victim mentality. Because my business means everything to me. I have given him 22 years of my life. And 2 years ago, he thought I was crazy. He still doesn't believe in what I do. He says he does, and then he don't. Which you don't have to see in order to trust somebody who doesn't lie to you, right? But I'm going to do everything I can. I'm going to show my resilience. I'm going to continue with my strength. I'm going to continue to move forward with this business. And hopefully someday I can actually talk about it in a way that makes sense to people. Like I can use the words because they're going to come from my mind, out my mouth, and in here, instead of me having to hold in all these emotions. My guys are like, one way right now that you can ask for help is you can ask for people just to hold space for you, right? Even if that's a lot, right? Asking people to hold space. Wow. For me, that's a lot. But you too. This is important for you as well. Okay? Hold space for yourself, like I should. But the point is asking for help. Ask others to hold space for you in your videos. Ask your guides to hold space for you. Yeah, so they're saying the point is try to, with other humans, other people. And sometimes we have a hard time doing that. So I hope that you all will ask others to hold space for you. Ask me to hold space for you, because I will hold space for you. We're all in this together. And anyways, I love you. Oh, what is the... since this is the second time this week, remember where you were last year. Okay? Look at the resilience you have had all year long. Look at the strength that you have endured. Look at where you're at, and look at where you're going. Just a little bit more, right? Just a little bit more. Get over that hump. Okay? Namaste. The heavens are watching. Okay? They're helping you. Even if you can't see it. All right.